Let's all give a warm welcome for Toastmaster Tim Linger.
Good morning, Toastmasters.
Good morning, Tim.
Oh, let's talk about golf. Let's talk about golf. Golf is huge, right, Ben? Ben, huge. All right. I used to play golf with my friend Dan Dunn. And sometimes I would play horribly. You just got to throw your golf club down and say, I'm done. He'd say, no, I'm done. You're Linger. All right, but in all seriousness, let's talk about golf. Since I don't play with my friend Dan Dunn anymore, I play with my beau Nate. He lives on the 19th hole, or 18th hole, depending on 19th hole. Let's talk about the 19th hole. Now, that's the best hole. How many people here don't play golf? So you don't know about the 19th hole, or do you?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So Nate considers himself a pretty good golfer, too. He had his tailor-made by Tim Taylor. Tough crowd, tough crowd. When you get out and swing, this is the driver. This is the big boy. Right here is a sweet spot. We all know what a sweet spot is.
Yeah.
Golf is difficult. Golf is not natural. You have to hold the club a certain way. You have to stand with the club in front of you. You have to lean forward and stick the club forward. Then you got to stick your butt out. Not really a big problem for me. You have to lean this way, and you have to swing in an unnatural way without breaking glasses. And when you hit the ball out in the fairway, that's the green in front of you. When the ball stops, it's called a lie. Sometimes we do, especially if we did a dog leg left or a dog leg right. We definitely lie about that. But fortunately, there's a Patrick here. We call that a mulligan. Now, the focus is the green ahead of you. When you finally make it up to the green and you get out this little putter right here, this is an important piece, and you're supposed to knock it in pretty quick. Sometimes we miss it. We're a little bit shy of the hole. I appreciate the laughter. And you could sometimes shear the hole, but the focus is the flag, the pin. No, not this pin, but the flag pin. Could be called a hole. It could be called a. Before you get there, sometimes you hit some bumps on the green. Those are called ruples. Tabitha knows about those. If you don't make it quite to the green, there's this big beach. Sometimes it's a small beach. Could be called a bunker, a beach, a sand trap. But you got to get out of that. They have a special club for that, not this one. Don't ever use this one in a sand trap. It's called a chip. And Keith is good at chipping out of those. All right. This is not to be confused with putt-putt golf. This is a professional sport. And some of us are very good at it and others aren't. Let's talk about birds. Birds. There's birds in golf, right? You've heard about the birdie. If you get 3 in a row, that's called a turkey. So you bowlers, you know what I'm talking about. The goal is to make a par. Now that's a prehistoric bird, sort of like a pterodactyl. I made that one up. But there's also an eagle. Eagles are important. And how many people have heard of an albatross in golf? That's pretty much impossible. That's where you make it, basically it's a hole in one. Imagine a par 5 and you make it in one shot. There's only been a couple of known albatrosses in the nation. Now, how about duck? How many people know what a duck is? No, not the bird duck, but the golf duck. Anybody? That's when someone over here says 4 and you have to duck. Yeah. Scoring. Now, how about a snowman? Anybody ever heard of a snowman in golf? Well, that's when you get an 8, when you're supposed to get a 3. That's a snowman. That's a true term, by the way. Now, we always look forward to the 19th hole. Truly. Over there, you can get yourself a cold new house beer. And usually we let the person with the lowest score take the bill to buy the new house. Tough, 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 tough. Sometimes the person who is leading in golf will pick up the bill. Right, Robert? Okay. Tough, tough crowd. So you think being a stand-up comedian is hard? And I feel the fustigate from the crowd. There's something called, you know what a gate is, by the way? Like Watergate, Whitewater Gate. What's that? You don't know? This guy doesn't know what a gate is. A gate is when there's a scandal. So scandals. We're going to call this a fustigate golf story. And I'm going to quietly walk off the stage with my white ball and my blue ball and bid farewell. Thank you, Toastmasters.